A victory strikes itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I also learned that Don Pedro has bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro, yet bore himself beyond the air of this age, doing so in the figure of a man, the feats of a lion. Yet better expectations than you expect me to tell you how.
You have an uncle here, Miss Ina. We'll be very much glad of it.
Oh, I already delivered him his letters, and it appears to me utmost joy. So much joy that joy itself cannot show modestly but a badge of bitterness.
Did he break out into tears?
Oh, in great measure.
A true overflow of kindness. There are no faces truer than those that are so washed. What good is it to weep at joy, than to joy at weeping?
I pray you. Is Senor Montalto yet returned from the wars?
I know none of that name. There's no such an army of any sort.
Who is he that you ask of?
My cousin means Senor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, his return is pleasant as he ever was.
He did challenge Cupid at the flight, and my uncle's fool, subscribing for Cupid, challenged him at the bird boat. But I pray you, how many have he killed and eaten in these wars? For I did promise to eat all of his killing. But how many did he kill?
He has done good service lately in these wars.
Niece, you tax Senor Benedict too much, but he'll be met with you. I doubt it not.
And a good soldier too.
A good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
Lord to a lord, a man to a man, well served with honorable virtues.
You have musty victual, and he hath halt to eat it. For he is a very excellent trenchman. He hath an excellent stomach.
Possible?
Very possible.
I see. The darkness is not in your books.
No, and he were, I would burn my study.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There's a kind of merry war betwixt her and Senor Benedict. They never meet because the skirmish of wit between them.
Oh, thinking of me by that. In our last skirmish, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with only 1. But if he hath wit enough to keep himself warm, let him have it between him and his horse, for it is all the wealth he hath left to be known as a reasonable creature. But, I pray you, is there no young square now to make a voyage with him to devil?
He is most in the company of the great Count Claudio.
Oh, Claudio! Oh, God save the poor Count Claudio. For if he hath caught the Benedict, it'll cost him 1,000 pounds ere it be cured.
Oh, pardon me.
Do, good friend.
You never run that, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro's apprentice.
Good Signor Leonardo, you are come to meet your trouble, the fashion of the world, to avoid cost, and yet you return.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeliness of your grace, for if trouble is gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your change too willingly, and this is your daughter?
Yes, her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Ah, Senor Benedict. No, for then were you a child?
You have a full Benedict. We may guess by this what you are, being a man. Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all of Messina as like him as she is.
Why is it that you still be talking, Signor Benedict? Nobody likes you.
What? Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die and she hath such food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself would convert to disdain if you were in her presence.
That is courtesy a turncoat, but it is certain I am beloved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I would, if I could, find in my heart that I have not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
Oh dear, happiness to women. They would otherwise be troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God and my cold heart I am of your humor for that. For I would rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Then God keep your ladyship still in that mind, lest some suitor or other escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, such to her face as yours.
Well, you are a rare parent, teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and such a good continuer too, but keep in your way. In God's name, I am done.
You always end the Jade's trick. I know you both.
That is the sum of all, Leonardo. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonardo hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at least a month, and he hastily prays something may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from the heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall be forceful. Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Be hard to talk to the prince, your brother. I owe you all to.
I thank you. I'm not of many words, but I thank you.
Please hit your grace. Lead on.
Your hand, Leonardo. We will go together.
Benedict, didst thou not the daughter of Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked upon her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you ask me as a true and honest man would for my simple judgment, or do you ask me as is my custom, being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray to speak in sober judgment.
Why, in faith, methinks she's too low for high praise, too brown for fair praise, and too short for great praise. Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she any other than she is, she were unhandsome. And being as she is, I do not like her.
But thou thinkest I am sport. I pray thee tell me how thou truly likest her.
Would you inquire after her that you would buy her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Hey, and a case to put it into. But speaking of this with a sad brow to play the parts of a flouting Jack to tell us Cupid a good hair finder and Vulcan a rare carpenter, come, what key shall a man take you in the song?
My, she's the sweetest lady that ever I was looking on.
And I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. There were her cousin, and were she not possessed with a fury, far exceeds her in beauty as of the 1st of May does the last of April. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though. I had sworn the contrary. Hero would be my wife.
In faith, it's come to this. Will there be not one man in the world but he will wear his hat with suspicion? Will I never find another bachelor of 80 again? Go to, in faith, and thou wilt thrust thy neck into the head of the yoke and sigh away Sundays. But here comes Don Pedro, seekest to approach thee.
What secret hath held you here for you to not lead into Leonardo's?
Wouldst thou, grace, constrain me to tell?
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
Count Claudio, if you hear this, I can be as secret as a dumb man, I can assure you, but on my allegiance, sir, on my allegiance, he is in love. Now with who? This is your grace's part. Mark you how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
This were so it were utter.
Like the old tale, my lord, was not so, is not so, but God forbid it should be so.
If my passion changed not shortly, God forbid it should be otherwise.
Amen. If you love her, for the lady is well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two faiths and troths, my lord, I spoke mine.
But I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither know how you should love her or how she should be worthy. Is the truth that fire cannot burn out of my ears, and I will die at the stake.
Thou wast ever an abstaining heretic in this spite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part with the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me. I thank her that she likewise brought me up. I likewise give her most humble thanks, but that I have reaching wind it in my forehead, or hang my bugle by an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me, because I will not do them the wrong of mistrusting any. I will do myself the right to trust none, for the fine is, which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee ere I die, look pale with love.
With sickness, with hunger, with anger, my lord, not with love. Proof that I ever lose more blood with love than I can gain back with drinking. Pluck mine eyes out with a ballad maker's pen, and let me be hung in the front of a brothel house for the sign of blind Cupid.
Well, if ever thou dost fall from this faith, that will prove a very notable argument.
If ever I may, hang me in a bottle like a cat, and let men shoot at me. And he who does shoot at me, let him be pat on the shoulder and called Adam.
Well, as time shall try, in time the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
If the savage bull nay, but if ever the sensible Benedict bear it, pluck out the bull's horns, place them in my head, and let me be vilely painted in such words as, here lies good horse for hire, here lies Benedict, the married man.
This should have happened now to me, torn mad.
Nay, if Cupid had not spent all his quiver in Venice, thou would be quaking in his boots.
And I will wish for an earthquake too then.
Well, you temporize with the hours. In the meantime, repair to Leonardo's. Commend me to tell him that I will not fail for supper, for indeed he has made a great preparation.
I almost have matter enough for me in this passage, and so I impart to you.
To the tuition of God, from my house of life.
The 6th of July, your dear friend Benedict.
Nick, mock not. The body of your discourse is sometimes guarded with fragrance, and the guards are but basted on neither side. Your youth flout old ways, any further, I pray thee, examine your conscience. And so I leave you.
My liege, your highness may now do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach it but how, and thou shalt see how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Has Leonardo any son, my lord?
No heir but hero. That's his only child. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my prince, when you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye that light but had a rougher task than to drive life in the name of love. But now I have returned and that war thoughts have left their places vacant. In their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, hope prompting me how fair your hero is, saying I like the air I went to wars.
Thou wilt be like a lover presently, and tire the hero with a book of words. If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her and her father, and thou shalt have her. Was this end such a fine a story that beginnest to twist?
How sweetly you minister to love, and know love's grief by his affliction. But lest my liking might too sudden seem, I would have salted the long retreats.
Look, what will serve it fit? 'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have a revelling tonight, and I will assume thy part in a disguise as Claudio. And I will tell fair hero that I am Claudio. And in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and take her hearing prisoner with the force, and strong encounter with my amorous tale. Then, after to her father will I break, and in the conclusion, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
How now, brother? Where's my cousin, your son? Have you provided this music?
Very busy about it, so brother. I could exchange you get just out.
Are they good?
They're amazing. They show well outward and have gained great cover. The praise that Capitano walked in the big, sleek alley of my country
by a man of honor. The prince discovered Claudio that he loved Madeline, your daughter, and decided to acknowledge this night in the dance, and instantly break the view.
Hath the fellow that told you this any wit?
Alicia, I was second. Question yourself.
No. We will hold it as a dream till it appear itself. But I will acquaint my daughter with the prince. With will she be better prepared for an answer. Peradventure this be true. Go you and tell her.
What's a good year, my lord? Why are you thus such a better sex?
There is no better to be in these separates. Therefore, the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a present remedy and the patient suffers,
I wonder that thou, being as thou sayest thou art, born under Saturn, goes about to apply more medicine to a more kind of mischief. I cannot hide what I am. I must be sound when I have cause, and smile when I am dead. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy, and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, and hold on no man's humor.
yea, but you must not make full show of this till you may do it without the children. You have late stood out against your brother, and he has taken newly into his grave, which is impossible. You must make true room no matter fair weather you make for yourself. It is needful that you bring the season for your apartment.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And if my prince my blood do the same evolve into fashion and carriage to rob love from any. In this, though I do not be said to be a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied, but I am a plain-dealing villain. I am trusted with a muzzle and in French has the claw. Therefore, I have decreed not to sing in my cage. If I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my lending. In the meantime, let me be that I am and seek not to alter me.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make no use of it, for I use nothing. Who comes here? What news brought you?
I came down from the great supper. The prince, your brother, is thoroughly detained by Manalo, and I can be intelligence about the intended marriage.
But sir, when he models the religion for, what is he for a fool that betroths touch of quietness?
Mary, your brother's like hand.
Who? The most exclusive Claudio?
Infinity.
A proper squire. And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter of Evelyn.
A very foreign march chick. How came you to this?
Being entertained as a perfumer, I was smoking up a musty room. Here comes the prince and Claudio, hand in hand inside the conference. I whipped behind me the yards. There, it was agreed upon for the prince to woo Hero for himself, and then, having contained her, hand her over to Claudio.
Come, let's thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young star had all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cause him in any way, I bless myself in every way. You are both sure you will assist me?
To the self, my lord.
Let us to the banquet. There cheereth the graver that I have subdued, but the cooker of my mind. Shall we go read this me now?
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Don't forget at supper.
I saw him not.
Ah, how tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I am heartburned an hour after. He's of a very melancholy disposition. He were an excellent man, made just in the midway between him and Benedict. One is too like an image and says nothing. The other too like my eldest lady's son and evermore tattling.
So half Signor Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedict's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man would win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Too cursed is more than cursed, for I shall lessen God's sending that way. It is said, after all, God sends a cursed cow short horns, but to a cow too cursed, he sends none.
So by being too cursed, God will send you no horns?
Just if he should send me no husband, for the which blessing I imagine at my hands and knees every morning and evening. But, Lord, I could never endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the woman.
You like on a husband that hath no beard?
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore I will take 6 up in earnest and send his 8 up into hell.
Well then, go you into hell?
No, but to the gate, and there will the devil meet me like an old couple with horns, saying, Get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Such a place is not for you maids. So deliver I up in my ace, and away to St. Peter. He shows me where the bachelors sit, and very well married as the day is long.
Well, niece, I trust you ruled by your father?
Yes, it is my cousin's duty to make courtesy and say, Father, as it please you. However, cousin, let him be a handsome gentleman, or else make another courtesy and say, Father, as it please me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make man of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overpowered with a piece of valiant dust, to make an account of her life on some clod of wayward morrow? No, uncle, I'll none. Our sons are my brethren, and truly I hold it a sin to match my kindred.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, and so dance out the answer. For, hear me, hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting is as a Scotch jig, a measure and a syncopace. The first, hot and hasty like a Scotch jig, full and fantastical. Then, mannerly modest, the wedding like a measure. And for repentance, he falls into the syncopace, faster and faster until he sinks into his grave.
Cousin, you apprehend the passage shrewdly.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
The revelers are entering. Brother, make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with a friend tonight?
So he walks up to me and looks creepy and say nothing. I'm yours to walk, especially when I walk away.
With me in your company?
I may say so when I please.
And when please you to say so?
When I like your favor, for God knows what should be the case.
My advisor is for women's room.
Why
If
then?
you're on the joke.
How should be touched?
Speak low if you speak loud.
Well, I wouldn't be late.
So would not I, for I finish no fault.
Which is what?
I say my prayers now.
I'd love you to dinner. You're the best.
God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
God keep track of sight of parents and above. And
Don't worry. Remember that.
I know you well enough. You are Senor Antonio. Had a word or not. I know you by the wagging of your head. To be true, a counter. You could never do him so ill well unless you were the very man. Here's his dry hands up and down. You are he. You are he. At a word or not. Come. Do you think I do not know you by your excellent wits? That virtue hide itself. Close one. You are here. You are here. Raise his look here, and there is an end.
will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
And will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful and had my good wit taken 100 merry tales. For this was Senior Benedict who said so.
What's he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them, and that they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he is in the stables now. I would he had boarded me.
Well, when I see the man, I will tell him what you say.
Do. He'll but break a comparison or two on me, which, peradventure, not marked or not laughed at, a partridge wing will be saved, for the fool will eat no supper that night. We must follow our leaders.
In all good things.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, I will leave them at the next turning.
The ladies follow her. And for one of us remains.
Hey, that's Fabio. I can tell by his bearing.
Are you not seeing the friend?
You know me well. I am he.
Since you are very near my brother and his love. He is a neighbor on her. I praise her. Who's faithful. She is no equal to her. You may do the part of honest man.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
Sure, he swore you'd be here tonight.
Come to me. This is the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict, but hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. Discern so, the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all of the things, save in the office and affairs of love. Therefore, all hearts in love is their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself, and trust no agent. For beauty, so wish, against whose charms fate melted into blood. This is an accident of power and proof, which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
will you come with me?
Whither?
To the next willow tree, about your business, County. I wonder in what fashion will you wear the garland of? Around your neck, like an assured's chain, or on the arm, like an intended scarf. You will have to wear it one way, for the prince has got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Oh, spoken like an honest drover, that he sells bullocks. But tell me, do you really trust the hero with your lady?
I'm afraid you leave me.
Oh, now you strike like the old man. 'Twas the boy who stole your meat, and now he'll beat the post.
It will not be, I'll leave you.
Ha! Poor hurt fowl. Now will he creep into sedges. That my lady Beatrice would know me, and not know me. Prince's fool. Yea, it may be so that I'm known as such because I am married, but I am not so apt to do myself a wrong. I am not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so puts me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, senor, where's the count? Have you seen him?
Troth, my lord, I play the part of Lady Faye. I spotted him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren, and I told him, and I think I told him true, that your highness has got the good company of his lady, and I offered him my company to the next willow tree, to be hung as being forsaken, or to bind him up a rod as being worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped? What's his fault?
The flat transgressions of a schoolboy who, upon finding a bird's nest, offers it to his companion, and he steals it.
Wilt thou make a just a transgression? The transgression is in the stealer.
Well, it is so apt that both the rod and the garland have been made. The garland he would have worn himself, and the rod he would have bestowed upon you, who I take it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I will but teach them to sing and restore them to the owner.
Well, if they're singing, answer honestly. By my faith, you say true.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she has misused me past the endurance of a bluff. An oak tree with a leaf would have answered her thus. She told me, not thinking that I was my son, that I was the king's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest, that I stood like a man with a mark, with a whole army shooting at me. If her breaths were as terrible as her terminations, there would be none left living. She'd infect the North Star. I would not bury her were she endowed with all that Adam left before he transgressed. She would have made Heracles turn spit into fire, and his club too. Come, talk not of her. I would to God some scholar or other conjure up, for as long as she is here, a man may live in quiet in hell as sacred, and the men would sin upon purpose to go thither. So in sum, all this quiet, horror and perturbation follows her.
Look, here she comes.
Would your faith employ me to any passage that ends of the world, I would get the length of John Preston's foot, get Betsy's toothpick from the furthest inch of Asia, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy. Do you have no employment of me?
None but to desire your good faith.
Here comes Lady Tongue, a dish I can endure not.
Lady Beatrice! Come, lady, you have lost the heart of Signor Benedict?
Yes. I did lend him it a while, and I gave him good use for it. A double heart for his single one. Mary, he once wanted of me with false dice. Therefore your grace very well may have said I lost it.
You put him down, lady, you put him down.
So I would he should do me, my lord, lest I prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil Count. Civil as an orange and something of that jealous complexion.
I faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true, though I'll be sworn, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio. I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is won. I have brought with her father, and his goodwill will be obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue!
Silence is the perfect sound of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself to be a total upon the exchange.
Count, take from my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and in his grace say, Amen.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, and let him not speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Ah, yes, it errs on the windy side of care. My cousin tells me in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Alas, there goes everyone to the world but I, and I am sunburnt. I will sit here in a corner and cry, hi-ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I had rather have one of your father's getting. Have your grace ne'er a brother like you? He did get excellent husbands who made could come by that.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord, lest I should have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace, pardon me, I was born to speak all mirth in no manner.
Your silence most offends me. And to be married best becomes you, for question, you were born in the very hour.
No, no. My mother cried, the star danced, and under that I was born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Niece, will you look to those things I told you of?
I cry you mercy, uncle, by your grace's pardon.
On my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
Yes, she does have that melancholy element in her. For my daughter have often said that she is never sad but when she sleeps, and she often dreamt of unhappiness and found herself awake with laughter.
She could not endure to have a husband.
Oh, she mocks all her rumors out of students.
She were an excellent husband for Benedict.
Oh my lord, if they were but a week married, they'd talk themselves mad.
Count Claudio, what mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord, time are crutches to love and all is right.
Not till Monday, my dear son. Not until everything on my mind is answered.
Come, you shake the head at so long the breathing, but I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of love and affection, the one with one another. I would fain have you three will be minister such assistance as I shall give you direction.
I owe you 10 nights watching, my lord.
And that, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero?
I'll do any modest office, my lord. Tell my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedict is not the unhopefullest husband that I know. Thus far I can praise him. He is of noble strain, approved valor, and confirmed honesty. I will teach you how to humor your cousin, that she will fall in love with Benedict. And with your two helps, we'll so practice on Benedict that, in despite of his quick wit and queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory is ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me and I will tell you of my drift.
It is so. Count Claudio shall marry John of Granada.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment is medicinal to me. I am sick, it is pleasure to win whatever comes off for his affection just evenly with mine. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that not dishonesty shall be seen within me.
Show me briefly how.
I remember how I told your worship years since how much I favor Barbara, the lady gentleman to Keira.
I remember.
I can, out of the instance of the night, appoint her to look out of a lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
Ah, the poison lies in your temper. Go to the prince, your brother. Spare him not to tell me I've wronged, dishonored her marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation do hold up a contaminated tale in such a hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Prove not to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo hero Michel Leonardo. See you any other issue in this?
Only to despite them will I temper anything.
Go there. Find a draw time for Don Pedro and Pop Claudio too. Tell them that hero loves me. Do it with kind of zeal to both the prince and Claudio. For, as in love with your brother's honor I am, forget the maiden smash, and your friend's reputation, who's no less likely to conserve with the semblance of a maid. Do this, and they shall be none the wiser. For then the seeming truth shall be revealed. I shall be at her lady's chamber window. Here return, Margaret, hero. Here, hero, turn me, Borachio. And then, bring me here to see this very night. I shall make sure that hero's absent. And then the so seeming truth shall be revealed. The hero's disloyalty, jealousy, and all preparations overthrown.
Grow this to what at first issue it can. I'll put it in practice. Be cunning in the workman's and thy fee in 1,000 ducats.
Both my words wisely, and my coming companion shall not shame me.
I'll promptly go over their marriage.
In my chamber window lies a book. I would have thee go hither and bring it to me hence.
I'm here already, sir.
I know that, but I would have thee go thither and bring it to me hence. I do wonder how, after one man sees how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after having laughed at such follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by failing in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music in him but the drum and the fife, but now he must rather hear the tabor and the pipe. I've known when he would march 10 miles afoot to see a good plate of armor, but now he'd much rather spend 10 nights awake carving in him the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain to the purpose, like a good soldier and a man, but now he's turned to orthography, his words a fantastical banquet with so many strange dishes. Will I be converted to see with thine eyes? Nay, I think not. Though love could transform me into an oyster, till he have transformed me into thus, I swear to it, I will never let him make such a fool of me. One woman is fair, yet I'm well. Another wise, yet I'm well. Another virtuous, yet till all graces come in one woman, no women shall come into my graces. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Fair or I'll come not near her, wise or I not for an angel, of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be whatever color pleases God. But Monsieur Love and the Prince, I shall hide me in the arbor.
Come, shall we hear this music?
Oh, yea, my good lord, how still the evening is, as I shall not purpose to grace harmony.
See you where Benedict hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord. The music ended. We'll fit the kid thoughts of the penny.
Come, Balthasar, we'll hear the song again.
Oh, good, my lord. That's so valuable. Southern women, and then one more.
It is witness still of excellency, but a strange face on his own perfection. I pray thee sing, and let me know no more.
Sing still. I will sing. Says many a word doth witness to her who thinks not worth. Yet when his baby loves.
Now pray thee come, or if thou wilt hold longer argument, do it in notes.
No, this is mine. It's not a note of mine.
Why, these are very crotches that he speaks. Notes, notes forsooth, or nothing.
Divine air! Is it not strange that sheep guts will hail souls out of men's bodies? Well, a horn for my money when all's done.
God! Son! Man! Where is he? Ever. One and one. Do one thing in conflict. Never. Then sigh not so. Let them go and be your life and body, converting all your songs of woe into. Hey, Nani, Nani. Hey, Nani, Nani. Hey, Nani, Nani. Sing no more ditty. Sing no more. The fraud of men was there. So, since summer was leaving, then sigh not so, but let it go, and be over life and body, converting all your songs of woe into. Hey, Nani, Nani. Hey, Nani, Nani. Hey, Nani, Nani.
Oh my God, good song. No, Faith, thou singest well enough for a shift.
That a dog would have howled thus, they would have held him.
Yea, Mary, dost thou hear this, Balthazar? I pray thee, get us some excellent music. For tomorrow night we would have it at Lady Hero's chamber window. Do so. Farewell.
Yes.
Come hither, Leonardo. What was it you told me of today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Senor Benedict?
Oh, stop on. Hour 6. I never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither, but so wonderful she should ever so dote on Senor Benedict, who she seemed all outward expression seemed ever to abhor.
Is't possible? Sits the wind in this corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but she has an enraged affection for him. It is past infinite thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit. There was no such counterfeit of passion in life that came so near.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Well, this official piety.
What effects, my lord? She will sit to you. You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
How, pray you? You amaze me. I would have I thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
Word good, think you?
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if you love her not. And she will die if you woo her, then she will bake one breath of her accustomed promptness.
Has she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis even so. Beatrice thinks she will die, and that is not what will happen. Your daughter says, shall I, says she, that has so often countered to scorn, writing that I love him.
Yes, she seemed up in her smock 20 times a night, till she had writ a piece of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Now you talk of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty gesture your daughter told us of.
Of Benedict and Beatrice between the sheets?
That!
Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself that she should ever be so modest to write to someone she knew would love her. I measure him, said she, by my own spirit I love him, though I thought him I should.
The downwardly she falls, wind sobs, bitter heart tears her hair, praise, curses, oh sweet Benedict, God give me patience.
She got the need, my daughter tells us all, and the ecstasy so overborne her.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she will not discover it.
To what end? He will make for the sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should, it were an homes to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict.
Oh my lord, wisdom and blood combating with so tender a body. Give 10 proofs to 1 that blood hath the victory.
It would she had bestowed this dotage on me, I would have daffed all of the respects and made her half myself, I pray you. And you tell Benedict of it and hear what he will say. She doth well that she should make tender of her love. 'Tis very possible he'll scorn it, for the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
For God, in my mind, very wise.
He doth indeed show some sparks that are like wit,
And I take him to be valiant.
as Hector, I assure you, and in the managing of quarrels, you may say he is wise, for either he avoids them with great discretion or undertakes them with a Christian-like fear.
If he with God, he must keep the peace. If he break the peace, he might as well enter the quarrel with fear and trembling.
And so will he do, for the man doth fear God. However, it seems not in him by some large jest he will make. Well, I am sorry for your niece. Shall we go seek Benedict and tell him of her love?
Never tell him about it. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, she will wear her heart out.
Well, we will hear further of it by your daughter. Let it cool the while. I love Benedict well, and I could wish him modestly examine himself to see how much he is unworthy of so good a lady.
Will you walk, my lord? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let there be the same bedspread for her, and that must your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. The sport will be when they hold one opinion of another's dotage, and no such matter. That's the scene I would see, which is merely a dumb show. Let us send her to call him to dinner.
This could be no lie. This conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. Her affections have their full vents. Love me. Why, it must be requited. I hear myself now, and I am so censured. They say if I do mark any signs of affection from her, I will bear myself proudly. But they also say that she would rather die than show any signs of affection. I must not seem proud, but they who have their misgivings will come to it. They say that the lady is fair. 'Tis true, I can observe so myself. They say that she is virtuous. 'Tis true, I cannot so repute it. They say that she is wise, but in loving me. 'Tis no great addition to her wit. No great argument to her folly, for I will be terribly in love with her. I may have some odd quirk or remnants of wit broken against me because I have railed against marriage for so long, but does not the appetite not alter? The man loves the meat in his age that he cannot in his youth. Will whips and sentences break me out of my career in the humor? No, the world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think that I would live to see myself married. Here comes Beatrice. I too mark some signs of love in her.
Against My will, I am sent to bid thee come to dinner.
I thank you for your pains, my lady.
I take no more thanks in those pains than pains it take for you to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
So you take pleasure, then, in the message?
Yea, as much as you may take a knife's point and choke it off at all. You have no stomach, signor. Fare you well.
Against my will, I am come to bid thee to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I take no more pains than you take pains to thank me. Which is to say that I will take any pains it will take to thank thee. If I do not take pity in her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I am a fool. I will go get her painting.
Good Margaret, run near the parlor. Thou shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing it to Prince and Claudia. Whisper her ear and tell her, I am Ursula walking the orchard and our whole discourse is all of her. See that thou overheardst us. And bid her spill the pleasure bower, where honey's tongue was ripened by the sun, forbid the sun to enter. Like favorites may be crowned by prince, that advance their chronicles of how that friend. There will she hide her to listen our purpose. This is thy office. Irritable in it and leave us alone.
I'll make her come. I want you presently.
Now, Ursula, as we trace alley up and down, and when Beatrice does come, our talk must only be of Benedict. And when I do name him, let it be thy part to pursue that ever man did there. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. This matter is it'll keep its crafty arrowing, that only wounds by hearsay. Now begin. For the word Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
The pleasantest angling is to see the fish caught with their golden oars a silver string, and greeting me the power of his treacherous face. So angle we for Beatrice, who even now is couched in the wood by coverture. Hear you not my part of the dialogue?
Then we go near her, that our ear lose nothing of the false sweet faith that we lay forward. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as tigers of the raw.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince by the betrothed Lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They didn't treat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them. If they truly love Benedict, to wish her caress though with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortune a bed as ever Beatrice shall touch upon?
Oh God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as he be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart more proud of self than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn are sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on, and her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love nor show no grudge of affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. And therefore certainly were not good she was in love, lest she make sport of it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man how wise, noble, young, how rarely featured. But still, she was spelling backward. If fair-faced she would swear, the gentleman to be her sister. If tall, a lance ill-headed. If low, an agate very finely cut. If speaking wide, a faint blow with all winds. If silent wide, a block move with none. So turns she ever found the wrong side out and never gives the truth and virtue with tripleness and merit purchase them.
Sure. Such carping is not commendable.
No, that to be so on from all fashions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict, like upper fire, consume away in size, waste and relief. It were a better death than our mocks, which is as bad as I would take over.
Yet tell her of it. Spiritual.
No, rather, I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passions. And truly, although my son honest slanders to state my cousin, one doth not know how much an ill word may poison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such wrong. She cannot be someone without true judgment. Having
being so swift and excellent of wit as she is prized to have, asked to refuse as her gentleman as Senior Benedict.
He's the only man of Italy. Always accepted, my dear Clanio.
I pray you, not be angry at me, madam, speaking my fancy. Senior Benedict, for shame and bearing arguments and valor, goes foremost to report through Italy.
Indeed, he has an excellent good name.
His Excellence did earn it, ere he got it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel which is the best to furnish me tomorrow.
She is lying, I warrant you. We have caught her.
If it proves so, then loving knows my house. Some cubic little arrows, so traps.
What? Fire is in mine ears? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell. Maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives on the back of such. And Benedict, love on. I will requite thee for taming my wild heart with thy loving hand. My kindness shall incite thee to tie our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou doth deserve, and I believe it better than reporting thee.
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, and then I go toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you will vouchsafe me.
Nay, that will great soil in the new gloss of your marriage, as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedict, for his company, from the crown of his head to the sole of his feet, he is all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, and the little hangman dare not shoot at him. He hath a heart sound as a bell, and his tongue is the clapper. For what his heart thinks, his tongue speaks.
Gallant, I am not as I have been.
So to say, methinks you look sadder.
I hope you be in love.
Hang him trot, there's no true drop of blood in him, to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
Dry.
Take it.
You must hang it first, then dry afterwards.
What sigh for the toothache?
Well, all he can master grief, but he who hasn't.
Yet say I, he is in love.
There is no appearance of fancy in him, unless it be a fancy that he hath two strange disguises, as to be a Dutchman today, Frenchman tomorrow, or in the shape of two countries at once. A German from the waist down, and all swallops, but then a Spaniard from the hip upward, no double, unless he have a fancy to this foolery, as it appears he has. He is no fool for fancy, as you would have it appear he is.
If he be not in love with some woman, there is no living sign. A brushed his hat o' mornings. What should that know?
Hath any man seen him at the barber's?
No, but the barber's man hath been seen with him, and the old ornament of his cheek had always stuffed at his nose.
He doth look younger by the loss of a beard.
Nay, it rubs himself with a civet. Can you smell him out by that?
That's as much as to say, the spring here's in love.
The great note of it is his melancholy.
And one as he wants to wash his face.
Yea, or paint himself, for which I hear what they say of him.
Nay, but his jesting spirit, which now crept into a loose train and now governed by stars.
Indeed, that tells a heavy tale for him. Conclude, he's in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
That I know too. I want one that knows him not.
Yes, and is ill conditioned, and despite of all, dies for him.
She shall be buried with her face upwards.
Old senor, would you come walk with me? I have 2 or 3 wise words to say to you that these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life to break with him about Beatrice.
Tis even so. Hero and Margaret divide us to play their part of Beatrice, and then the two bears will not fight for another when they meet.
My young brother, God save you.
Good then, brother.
If your leisure is served, I would speak to you.
In private.
If it may please you, yet cannot call you right here, but when I speak of concerns men.
What's the matter?
Your worship fingers now?
You know he does.
I know not that, and he knows right now.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and a better queen than I now manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well. It endures the heart and hope to affection sweet marriage. Surely suit ill spent and labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came here to tell you, and circumstances shortened, or she isn't too long talking about it. The lady is disloyal.
Who? Keira?
Even she? Leonardo's hero. Your hero. Every man's hero?
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out for wickedness. I can say sure worse. Think you a worse title, and I shall fit to it. Wander not to further board. Go both the feast tonight. You shall see her chamber window entered, even the night to call for Wednesday. If you love her then, tomorrow let her. But it would better fit your order to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust as you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why should I marry her tomorrow in the congregation, where I should wear? There will I shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with the disgrace of her.
I will disparage no further to your witnesses.
Oh, day utterly turned.
Oh, mischief, strangely thwarted.
Oh, plague right well prevented. You will save me from the sequel.
True. Yea, your elder opinion, but it's suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, there were punishment too good for them. It was even some being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Godbearer.
First, who do you think is most to know this man to be constable?
You go to King's Square or join Sinclair, where they can write and read.
Come in, neighbor Sequel. God have blessed you with a good name. To be well favored man is a gift of fortune, but to read and write comes by nature.
Yes, both of
You have, and what would be your answer? Well, we are reading and writing. Give God thanks and make no boast of it. Only, we're not most fit and send this man with what? Therefore, bear you the answer. This is the end of your charge. You should comprehend all reprimand that any man send in the prince's name. How will not stand? We'll call the rest of the watch together and say, go on, you're rid of a knave.
If you will not stand when he's bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to follow none of the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for to watch is the babble and the talk is most tolerable and not to be endured. You speak of the most quiet and ancient watchman. I dress as it should have been, only have I candy and bills not stolen. Call the alehouses and bid those that are drunk to get them to bed.
How they will not.
Why then, let them belong till they are sober. If they say they are not, they are not what you took them for. If you meet a thief, you may suspect him, by virtue of your officers. If you know true man, or such kind of men, why, unless you meddle making them, the worse for your honesty.
Well, you may know it's called the merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not have dogged him at my will, any more a man hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child crying in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
Why then, depart in peace with the child away from his crying. For the you that when I answer a cat when it beats, when I answer a lamb when it beats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. Never I not. Five to one aunt. One ought to offend no man. Is it Wednesday a man against his will?
My lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. Keep no accounts of your own. Call on me. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let's go set the church bench till 2, then on bed.
One more honest neighbors. I hear you watch about standing on the door. You're be wedding tomorrow. There's a great well tonight. Adieu. Be penitent, I beseech you.
What Conrad?
He stare not.
Conrad!
Here, man, I am thy elbow.
Mass on my elbow, it just scam fall.
I will only answer for that. Now forward with thy tale.
Ah, sandy coast then, where drizzle brandy. Now as a true brother shall utter all its naked. Thou should know, I have earned Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
One should ask how villainy could be so rich. If the rich villains have used poor ones, the poor ones may say whatever price they will. I wonder how they. Thou shalt doubly confirmed, for everybody knows it's not the fashion of a doublet or a hat or a cloak is nothing to a man.
Yes, it is apparel.
I speak of fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush, may just say fool, but listen not to it, the formed speak what a fashion is.
I know that the one has been a wild thief this 7 year who goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Did not hear something?
What's the bait on the house?
Well, as I was saying, listen not to the deformed people what fashion is, when Gilead turns between hot blood between 14 and 5 and 30. Sometimes fashioning themselves as pharaohs, soldiers of reeky painting. Sometimes as God-knows priests in the church view window. Sometimes as Hercules in a smirched, worm-eaten tapestry, where its codpiece seems as massy as its clog.
All this I see, and I see that the fashion were more apparel than the man. But art not thou thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale to tell me of the fashion?
Nah, not so neither. But know this tonight, that I have wooed Margaret in Hero's garments. She leans out of her lady's chamber window and bids me 1,000 times good night. Oh, I do tell this so wildly. But thou should know first how Claudio, the prince, and my master were perfectly planted, placed, and possessed by my master Don John in this amicable encounter tonight.
And thought that Margaret was hero?
Hey, two of them did, Claudio the prince, but the devil, my master, knew it was them. Partly by his oaths, which did possess them, partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, and chiefly by my villainy, which did undo any slander he had done. Needless to say, Claudio was enraged, swore he would talk to her. Then, the next morning at the temple, in front of the whole congregation, swore to her what he had saw that night, and then sent her home again without a room.
In the prince's name, stand. Call up the right master constable. This is the worst piece of lechery that was ever known in Commonwealth.
And he forms one of them. I know him wears a law.
Nasty bastard!
We let obey you to go with us.
But like from British body,
A fiery question, I warrant you, come will obey you.
Good Ursula, with my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise,
I will, lady.
and bid her to come hither.
Well,
I think your other eyes
Feel free to begin then. I'll do this.
my job's not so good. I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin a fool, and now we're another. Our nothing but this.
I like the new tire with the excellent. It's the hair wear thought around here, and your gown's the most rare fashion. I saw the gown with such a line that was pretty so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
Tis nothing in but a nightgown in respect of yours. Cloth and gold and cuts, side sleeves, down sleeves, and skirts, with the pinkish undertassels. But for a fine, quick, graceful fashion like yours, it's worse than that on hand.
God give me joy to wear, for my heart is exceedingly heavy.
'Twill soon be heavier by the weight of a man.
Lie upon me, art thou ashamed?
Of what, lady, you're speaking honorably. Is marriage not honorable with merit? Is your lord not honorable without marriage? I think you would have to say, saving your reverence to husband. And bad thinking to
not rest true speaking. I'll offend nobody in the heavier husband, be it the right husband and the right wife. Ask my lady Beatrice. Here she comes.
Good morrow, cuz. Good morrow, sweet hero. Why, how now? Do you speak in the sick tune? I am all out of other tune, methinks.
Perhaps it's a light of love that goes without burden. To you sing it, and I'll dance it.
Yea, right along with your heels. For if your husband have stables enough, you shall see he shall lack no barns.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. Oh, by my troth, I am sick.
For a thoughtful horse or a husband.
For the letter that begins them all. H.
And you not me turn. There's no more sailing by the star.
What means the full troth?
Nothing I, but God sends everyone their heart's desire.
These gloves the count sent me, they're excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin, I cannot smell.
Oh, nay, and stuffed. There's goodly catching in the bowl.
Oh, God help me. Oh, God help me. How long has it been since you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it, dogs not my big company rarely.
It is rarely seen. You should wear it in your cap. Oh, by my trust, I'm sick.
Give you some of this Cardus Benedictus and lay it by my heart. It is the only thing for a call.
And bring us to an epistle.
Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus?
Nay, darling, I have no moral meaning. I think you would have me say that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. But Benedict was such another, and now he has turned man. He swore he would never marry, but now he uses me without grudging. And methinks you look at him as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not Pascalo.
Madam, withdraw. The Prince, the Count, Senior Benedict, Don John, and all the gals of town are come to fetch you to church.
Good Ursula, good cuz, good Meg, finish dressing me.
Achoo!
What is it, honest neighbors?
Very, sir. As some competition sees you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for it is a very busy time.
Very, that it is, sir. Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it, my good friends?
Commander, sir, speaks a little off the matter, as honor was a skin between his brows. Yes, I thank God, and as honest as any man living that is an old man and no honester than I. The persons are odorous, black and orgies.
Neighbors, you're so tedious.
Ah, it pleases your worship to say so. We are the Bourdon officers, and if I were as tedious as a king, I would so all to your worship.
All thy tediousness, son.
Yea, for 1,000 pounds more than 'tis. I feel you are a good man, and though I be but a poor man, I'm glad to hear it, and so am I.
I have fain know what you have to say.
Very sorrow, what tonight, accepting your worship's presence, and taking the couple of serenades and sending you a Messina. A good old man, sir, who will be talking. And you know what they say, when the age is in, the wind is out. God help us, there's a world to see. God's a good man, and 2 men ride on a horse, 1 must ride behind. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, God does come short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you.
Ah, one word, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended 2 aspicious persons, who have examined before your worship.
Take their examinations and bring it me. For I am in great haste, as it may seem unto you.
You shall be seconded.
Drink some wine, ere you go, fare you well.
My lord, is it for you to give regard to her husband?
Tell them I will wait upon them. I am ready.
Go, good partner. Go give your friends a sequel. Bid him bring his penitent one to the jail. We're not to examination, these men. We must do it wisely. Prepare for no wit, so I warned you. Only get the learned writer and excommunication and meet me at the jail.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief. We will discuss their particular duties after.
Become visit. No.
To marry her, Friar. You come to marry her.
Lady, come hither, you practice.
I do.
With either of you know any inward impediment I should not be concerned.
George!
You so
No, you hero.
None, my lord.
know you any count?
I dare make answer, none.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do not know what they do.
How now, interjections? To break a jest as in ha ha ho?
Stand by the Friar. Father, by your leave, with free and unconstrained soul, give me this maid, your daughter.
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what am I to give you back whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, if you learn me no thankfulness. There me not so, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold how like a maiden she blushes here. Oh, what authority and show of truth, in kindness and cover herself with all. Comes not that blood as modest heaven to witness sinful virtue? Would you not swear that you see her as she were a maid by the exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blushes of guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to this approved wanton.
My lord, if you vanquished her resistance of youth and made defeat of her virginity.
I know what you would say if I had known her. You would say she didn't embrace me as a husband, and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonardo, I never tempted her with words too large, but as a brother to a sister, to bash with sincerity and company love.
And seem ever otherwise to you?
Out on me, save me. I will fight against it. You seem to me as Diana in her oar, as chaste as the fire be blown. But you are more temperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord one lay and speak so wide?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friends to a common stale.
What will become of this? Do I have a dream?
Sir, they are spoken. These things are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True, oh God!
Leonardo, stand I here. Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face hero? Are our eyes our own?
I count thee as thou art my own child.
Let me put one question to your daughter, and by that fatherly and kindly power that you hold in her, bid her answer truly.
What of this, my lord? All of this is true, but what of it?
Oh, now, cousin, wherefore sit you down?
Come, let's go. These mates come thus to life. Smother the spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Dead, I think. Uncle! How now, cousin hero? Uncle, Senior Benedict, Friar!
Oh, fates, take away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished upon. Does that look up?
Yeah! Wherefore turns you not?
Wherefore? Why does not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes, for did I think thou wouldst not quickly die? Thought I thy spirits were stronger than thy shames? I would, on the rear road of reproaches, strike at thy life. Grieved I had but one child, for a frugal nature's frame. Oh, too much by thee. Why had I one? Why ever wast thou lovely in my eyes? Why hadn't I, with a charitable hand, taken up a beggar issue at my gates, who smirched thus and marred with infamy? I might have said no. Part of it is mine. The shame that arrives from unknown loins. But mine and mine, I loved in mine. I praised to mine, and I was mine. That I myself was to myself not mine. And valuing if she, or she's fallen, to a pit of ink, that the white sea hath dropped too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little, which may give season to her foul tainted flesh.
Patience, have patience, I pray thee. For my part, I am so apparelled in wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, but until last night, I have since this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirm, confirm! Oh, that is stronger maid than one is barred up with ribs of iron. Will the two princes lie and Claudia lie? Hence from her, let her die.
So, give me this voice. But nothing for the lady. I am more thousand a thousand using shame in angel whiteness keep away the and in her eye the half tears fire. The bird air distances from his humidity.
But prior, thou hast ceased all the grace that hath left. And why dost thou look for the effects to cover up this shame in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man are you?
They know that you accuse me. I know none. If I know more of any man alive than which maiden mine to death ward, let all my sins like mercy. Oh, my father, if you do prove that any man converse with me at hours of need, or that I yesternight maintain the words of change with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
In the prison.
If the two are the very best of honor, if there be any distrust between the two, then it lies in Don Sean, bastard whose soul lies in the very heights of lilies.
What will become of this? What will this do?
Well, thou ask me. Let's make a pretender today. Yes. Therefore, Claudio shall think that thy fair hero has died on his behalf, which means not only will he be depressed, but also miss thy fair hero. By then, we shall make this decision. Make her and keep her out of eyes, tongues, mouth, eyes, all by heart. Yes, we shall go, lady. We shall help you.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I shall weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason, I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me that would rise her?
May a friend help you?
There is a very even way to do so, but no such friend.
May a man?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
Surely it is not strange that I love nothing in the world so well as you.
A strange thing I know not, for it were as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not, and I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword! Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear to it that you do, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, Beatrice. Thou lovest me.
Why, God forgive me.
What offends me, Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a merry hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
Then do so with all my heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none of it is left to protest with.
Come, let me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Terry, Beatrice.
There is no love in you, yet I pray you let me go.
We will be friends first.
You dare. Easier to be friends with me than fight with my enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved within the height of villain, who has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear her in hand until he comes to take hand, and then, with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rape her. Oh, God, that I were a man. I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Offer the man out a window. Ha, a proper saying. Sweet hero, she is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Princes and counties. A princely testimony, surely a goodly cat. Count effect, ha, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend to be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesy, valor into compliment, and men are turned only into tongues, true ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, if it only tell a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Terry, sweet Beatrice, think you in your soul Count Claudio has wronged you?
As sure as I have a thought or soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I take your hand, and so I kiss your hand. And so he has rendered me a dear account. Go. Help your cousin. I must say she is dead, and so farewell.
Would you be the malefactors?
Mary, that I am, my partner. Nay, that's certain we have an exhibition to examine.
But which of the offenders are to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yay, Mary, welcome on board. What is your name, Brian?
Borachio.
Great, write down Borachio. Yours, Sarah?
I'm a gentlewoman, sir. My name is Conrada.
Write down Mr. Gentleman Conrada. Masters, peace or God?
Yes, sir, we hope.
Write down this or God. And write God first. For God to go forth the villains. Masters, it is proven already to burn little rid of the false names. How do you yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous, witty fellow, I assure you. Raul, come with him. Come here, sir. A word for you, sir. Is that your lying names?
My face, you're weird none.
God, they're both the tail. Hurry down there, none.
Master Constable, you go around the list to examine. You must come forth and watch the other accusers.
Yea, marry us, at this way. In the prince's name, accuse these men.
Master Constable.
Pray, little beast. You like that look, I promise thee.
What heard you him say else?
That prophet didn't mean upon his words to disgrace merely for the whole assembly and not marry her.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, this not perjury, call Prince's brother villain.
But tell us.
This is all.
And this is all, masters, that you can deny. Prince John this morning secretly stolen away. Keira was in this manner accused, and in this very manner refused. And upon the verdict of this suddenly died. Master Constable, Let these men be bound and brought to the Llamas. I will go far in terms of their examination.
Come, let them be opinionated. Let them be the hand. God, my life! Where's the section? Let him write down French officer's coxcomb. Come, find them, Nazi varmint. Away! You're a man! You're a man! Does that not suspect my place? Does that suspect my years? Oh, that here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember, though it may not be written down that I am an ass. No! Thou villain! Thou art full of piety! As for departing my good witness, I am a wise fellow, which is more, an officer, which is more, a householder, which is more, a pretty to the left and messenger, and one that knows the law, go to, one that has had 2 gowns, 2 lots, and everything has about him! Bring him away! Oh, that I can break down an ass!
Don't ever let grief second guess your well-being.
I pray you, cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sieve. Give not me comfort, nor let any comforter delight mine ear. Bring me a father, who so loved his child, whose joy was overfilled like mine, and bid him speak of patience, and measure his woe, the length and breadth of mine, and let it answer for every strain for strain. As such for thus, and every grief for such, and every lineament, brand, shape, and form. If such a man should stroke his beard and smile, bid sorrow wag, cry hem when he should groan, with proverbs make misfortune drunk with candle wasters. But there is no such man. For brother, men can counsel, and speak to that grief which they not feel but taste, which gives perceptual medicine to the rage, and better stronger madness, and charm ache with air and agony with every word. But 'tis no man's office, nor virtue nor sufficiency. Give me no counsel, or my griefs cry out of the
Therein do men and children, nothing different.
There was never yet a philosopher that could endure the toothache, and they have writ the style of gods.
Here comes the Prince Raul hastily.
Good den, good den.
Good day to the both of you.
My
We
lord.
make haste, Leonardo.
You make haste, my lord? Well, fare ye well, my lords. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he was not just quarreling, some of us will lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Thou dissembler me, take thy hand away from my sword, I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand, and should give your angels cause of fear and faith. My hand is nothing to my sword.
Tush, man, never fleer just at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool, as under age of privilege brag. And thou hast wronged mine innocent child, that I'm forced to lay my reverence with gray hairs and bruises of many days, do challenge thee to a trial of man. For thou hast wronged mine innocent child, and there she sleeps, in a tomb where scandal never slept, with her ancestors, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body, if he so dare, and his active practice, and his bloom of lustihood.
Away, I will nothing to do with you.
Dost thou so doubt me? Thou hast killed my innocent child. Boy, if thou hast killed me, thou hast killed a man.
Content yourself, for I know what these boys do and what they weigh. Even to the utmost scrupulous scrabbling, bashing only boys that they are.
Brother Anthony.
No. God knows I love my niece, and she is spending the death by Phillips.
But Brother Anthony,
You would not have to deal with this any longer.
With me and where you? Sir, boy, I'll move you from your recording beds. Nay, Simon, gentlemen, I will!
but Brother Anthony,
No. This is enough.
Gentlemen, both, we will not wait your patience. I am sorry for your daughter's death, but on my honor, she was charged with nothing but what is full of proof.
my lord.
I will not hear you.
No, come, brother, I will be heard.
And some of us will smart for it!
See, here comes the man we sent to seek.
Now, senor, what news?
Good afternoon, my lords.
Welcome, senor. You almost came part to almost a fray.
We'd like to have had your noses snapped off with 2 old men with our teeth.
Leonardo and his brother, we think it's thou. Had we thought, I doubt we should be young enough for them.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I've come to challenge thee both.
We have been up and down to seek thee, for we are high from melancholy, and would fain have reason away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
It is in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never ever did so, though very many have been beside their wit. I will give thee draws within minstrels. Draw to pleasures.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
What courage, man! What no care for that? Thou hast mental enough of thee to kill care.
Thy wit puts it in the career, and so puts me out. I pray thee, sir, choose another subject.
Nay, then, give him another stab. This last is broke cross.
By this light he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
If he knows how to turn his girdle.
Shall I speak a word in thine ear?
Oh, God bless me for a challenge.
You are a villain! I jest not. I will make it ready with what you will, when you will, and how you will. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy upon you. Come, let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
What, a feast? A feast?
In faith I thank him. He hath bidden me to a calf's head and a kidney, for the which if I do not carve most curiously, say mine acts not. Shall I not find the woodcock too?
Thy wit ambles well, it goes quickly.
I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said thou hadst a fine wit. True, said she. A fine little one. No, said I. A great gross one. Nay, said I. A good wit. Just said she. It hurts nobody. Nay, said I. The gentleman is wise. Certain, said she. A wise gentleman. Nay, said I. He hath the tongues. That I believe, said she. For he swore a thing to me on Monday night, which he forswore on Tuesday morning. There's a double tongue. There's 2 tongues. Thus did she. An hour together, transshaped thy particular virtues, yet at last she concluded with a sigh. Thou wast the properest man in Italy.
For the which she wept heartily and said she cared not.
Yea, that she did, but yet for all that, and if she did not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
Oh, moreover, God saw him when he was hidden in the garden.
But when shall we set the savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedict's head?
Yea, in text of me, here dwells Benedict, the merry man.
Very well, boy. You know my mind. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For your lordship, I must thank you for your companionship, but I must discontinue your company. Your brother, Don John, is fled from Messina. And as for Lord Blackbeard here, he and I shall meet, but till then, peace be upon him.
He's in earnest.
Most profound earnest. And I warn thee for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
What a pretty thing man is when he goes in his doublet and house, and leaves off with his wit.
He is then a giant to thee, but then is an ape with doctor, such a man.
But soft you, let me be. Muck up my heart and be sad. Did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir, you shall never more reason to round today. And you, be a cursing her for once, you must be looked to.
How now? Two of my brother's men bound, Borrachio one of them.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed gross affront. Thirdly, they have violated. Sixth and lastly, they are slanders. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I asked thee, what have they done? Thirdly, I asked thee, what's their offense? Sixth and lastly, why they are committed. And to conclude, why are neither your charge?
Right in reason and in his own division, and by my father's one meaning well suited.
Who have you offended, masters, that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me not go no further with my answer. Do you hear me? Let this count kill me. I have deceived your very own eyes, which your wisdoms could not detect, but these shallow fools brought to light. They had overheard me last night confessing to this man about how Don John incessantly slandered Lady Keira, how he disgraced her, and he should have married her. But my villainy be accounted for, I'd rather choose death than to repeat my shame. The lady is dead upon mine, and my foster's false accusations. And briefly, I require nothing more than the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison once under it.
But did my brother set thee on this?
Yea, sir, and paid me price for the facts of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and fled upon his villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance thy loved at first.
Come, bring away these plain sticks. By this time, our section of the court clearly not only matters. And masters, do not be specified. When time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
There comes Master Senor Leonardo, the sexton, too.
Which is the villain? Which is he? So that way, if I come across another man, I may know to avoid him.
If you wish to know longer, look upon me.
No, not so, for thou had a part in it, but these are a pair of honorable men. And thank you, princes, for killing my daughter.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your avengers self, impose me to what penance your vengeance can lay upon my sin, yet sin thou not when it mistaken.
By my soul nor I, and yet to satisfy this good old man, I would bend under any heavy weight that he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you my daughter live, that being impossible, but I pray you, possess the people of Messina, tell them how innocent my daughter lived, and hang an epitaph upon her tomb, and sing it tonight to her bones, and come ye tomorrow. For if you could not be my son-in-law, you may be my nephew. My brother hath the copy of my dead child, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your kindness doth bring tears for me. I do embrace your offering, disposed for henceforth of the poor cloud.
And this naughty man will face Margaret.
Margaret did not know what she was doing, nor did she know what she was doing when she had done it. She is a just and virtuous woman. This I do know of her.
Wait! This plaintiff, this offender, did call me an ass, I beseech you. And also, the watch I've heard them talk of one deformed, the blog hanging by his ear, and borrowing money in God's name, men are go hard-hearted. I pray thee, examine her upon that point.
I thank thee for thy honest faith.
Your worship is the most honest thing till you. I praise God for you.
There's for thy honest faith.
God save the foundation.
Good morrow, lords.
I leave it everything to your worship. Come, neighbor.
We will not fail.
Tonight, our Lord is hero.
Sweet Mistress Margaret, would thou help me to the style of sweet Beatrice's words?
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, my lady, that no man shall come over it, for in most comely truth thou deservest it.
To have no man to come over me, why, shall I always keep below stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as a greyhound's mouth. It catches.
Yours has one as the better spoil, which hit, but hurt not.
A most gentlemanly wit, my lady. It will not hurt a woman. But I pray thee, please go fetch Lady Beatrice. I will give you the drovers.
Give us that sword, we have drogies of our own.
If you do use them, I pray thee, dull the tip, for they are dangerous weapons for maids.
I will go take Beatrice, who I think hath legs.
And so therefore will come the God of love that sits above and so knows me and so knows me, and so pitifully I deserve that in singing. But in loving, Leander the good swimmer, Troilus the first of panders, and a whole book full of such names that run so smoothly in verses, have not so been turned over and over in love as I. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have no rhyme for lady, but for baby, a youthful rhyme. No rhyme for horn, but scorn, a hard rhyme. No rhyme for school, but fool, a strange rhyme. All such ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, and I cannot woo in festival terms. But here comes Lady Beatrice. Wilt thou not come when I call thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Very well now. But before I go, let me go with what I came for, which is to know what hath passed between you and Claudia.
Only foul breath, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words are but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome, and therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thy words put him out of his common sense, so forcibly is thy wits. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio has undergone my challenge, and he shall tell me shortly, or I will subscribe him a coward. Now, I pray thee, tell me, for which of my bad parts did thou first fall in love with?
For them all together, which maintained so politic a state of evil that there were no good parts left to intermingle with them. But, I pray you, which of my good parts did thou first suffer love for me?
Suffer love? A good epithet, for truly I do love thee against my will.
Against your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I cannot love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to rule peaceably.
It appears not in this confession.
An old instance, my lord, an old instance. If a man does not construct his monument ere he dies in this time, he will live as long as a bell rings and a widow weeps.
And how long is that, think you?
Question. If Dunworm has his conscience, with no impediment to the contrary, he will play his own trumpet to his virtues, as I do myself for my praise, me finding myself praiseworthy. But tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And you?
Very ill too.
Come, and God, love me and mend. Or do you will to yourself, for here comes another in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old whale at home. It is proved by their hero hath been falsely accused. The prince and Claudia widely abused, and John is the author of all, who is fed in bond. Will you come presently?
Will you not go hear this news, Signor?
I will love in your heart die in your lap, and I will go to thee to thy uncle's.
Is this the monument, Signor Leonato?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues, what is the hero that here lies? Death and girding of her arms, gifts of fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am done. My music sound and sing your solitude. Ardent goddess of light, those that slew thy virgin night, for the winds arms of woe, round about her they go. Midnight sister, no, help us, Zion road, Evelyn, 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 great, your death, till death be uttered, Evelyn, Evelyn. Now unto thy bones good night, yearly light to this bright.
Good morrow, masters. Put your torches out. The wolves have prayed, and look, the gentle day. Before the wheels of Phoebus, round about and dapples the drowsy east, with spots of gray. Thank you to you all, and leave us. Fare you well.
Good morrow, masters, each in his several way.
Come, let us hence and put on other weeds, and then to Leonato's we will go.
And hide it now with luxurious deeds, and this for whom we render on this world.
So were the Prince and Claudio, as well as Margaret.
Well, I am glad that Claudio has done no wrong, for I was else restrained by fate to come to reckoning to him.
Well, that all things sort out so well.
Doctor, you and your gentlewoman shall come hither mass, and you shall retreat to your chamber until we send for you. And brother, you must be my daughter's father.
Shall do is confirm captain.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
Do what?
To bind me or undo me, I know not which. Signor Leonardo, is it not true that your niece sees me in an eye of good favor?
The sight whereof my niece?
And I too see her in an eye of love, so I do requite her.
The sight whereof I think you got from me. But what of it?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical, but my will is your good will, if it be. I would like to come in this day in honorable marriage with her. For that part, I do think I must desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And Maya, it's love to me.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Count. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry my daughter? Or my brother's daughter? Excuse me.
I'll hold my mind where she will go.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter? Thou hast such a February face, so full of storm and cloudiness.
I can think about the savage bull. Don't fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns as a soul, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee as once Europa did at Lesley go when we played the note of wasted love.
Bull Jove have an amiable love, and such a strange creature jumped into your father's cows, and he had given birth to a calf in such a royal feat, and he didn't look like you, for he had such a royal leat.
For this I owe you. Oh, here comes another ideas. Which is the Lady Llamas, please call me.
Same as she, as you leaving her.
Why then? She's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No. Know that you may not take her hand until you swear upon it.
Give me your hand before this holy fire. I am your husband if you like me.
When I lived, I was your other wife. When you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
Certainly. One hero died 5, but as I do live, I am the maid.
The former hero? The hero that is dead?
She died while her slanders lived.
And all this made me deny my heart. By then, I shall tell you about the other. The chapel.
Soft and fair, friar, but which of these ladies is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Why then your cousin and Count Claudio and the prince have been deceived? They swore to me that you did.
Do not you love me?
No, troth, no more than reason.
Well, then my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
Why, 'tis no great matter then, but so you love not me.
Come, cousin. I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And now we sworn upon that you love, sir. For here is a paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written Beatrice's hand, spelled for pucking, containing her utmost affection unto Benedict.
A miracle! Our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will take thee against your will, and to take pity, I will take thee.
I would not deny you, but by this good day, I stand under a great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were under a consumption.
Peace! I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I will tell thee, Prince, call it a quick crack which cannot flout me out of my career, the healer. For your part, Count Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but as you are to be like my kinsman, go, live peacefully, and love my cousin.
I well hope now it's not denied Beatrice that I might have comfortably as my single life to make you a double dealer, which question now would be if my cousin did not look exceedingly merrily to me.
Come, come, we are friends. Let us dance and lighten our wives' beats.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
And so music.
Whatever happened to Don John?
I know not that, but,
My book. You're going to try the same play and all the Messina.
think not of that man till tomorrow. I will devise thee brave punishments for him. But till then, strike up the pipers.
Ven y sígueme, verás lo que vas a aprender. No ves que soy muy guapo, artístico, muy listo, muy gracioso, soy payaso de rodeo.